This conference will now be recorded.
A very quick review what we did in the last class, right? In the last class, what we did, we were discussing about client server architecture. We have seen 20 years back how the client server architecture used to look or the networking used to work. Then we went by the VPN, the virtual private network, and then we started the cloud computing topic. What is a cloud computing? It's a delivery of a computing as a service over an internet, irrespective of device and location, is called cloud computing. We have seen the cloud is already there in the market from 1994. However, the first development cloud by Salesforce in the year of 2005. The second cloud that came up is called Amazon Web Service, AWS, in the year of 2006. Thereby, we got a cloud called as Eucalyptus and Open Nebula in 2008. After 2008, the whole cloud market exploded with a lot of clouds coming up. So we have seen that cloud has three modules: software as service, platform as service, infrastructure as service. Whenever you are offering a software over an internet, we call them as software as service, like Gmail, email software, CRM software, banking software, any type of application that you host or that you host over an internet, we call them as software as service, right? Any type of software you provide over an internet, we call them as software as service, right? Not an installable one. I gave you example of VLC player yesterday. So if you can review that, that'll be good. So software as service. Now let's proceed. The next one called as platform as service. So take a note, start writing. Platform as service. What is a platform as service? Write down. Delivery of a computing platform. Delivery of a computing platform. Delivery of a computing platform. Delivery of a computing platform, right? In the bracket, development, testing, deployment, hosting, in the bracket, development platform, testing platform, deployment platform, hosting platform, and application designing platform. In a bracket, delivery of a platform, bracket, development, testing, deployment, hosting, and app designing, bracket close. Over an internet is called platform as service. Is called platform as service. Platform is called platform as service. Example, force.com from Salesforce. Example, force.com from Salesforce. Number 2, Microsoft Azure. Number 3, Amazon Web Service. Salesforce is a platform as service. What does the Salesforce provides you? A development platform. What type of platform Salesforce provide you? A development platform. Do you need to install anything? No, because it's a cloud. It's a cloud platform, so I don't need to install anything. It's a cloud platform. I don't need to install anything, right? So whenever you offer any type of platform, a development platform, a testing platform, right? A deployment or a hosting platform, a web designing platform where you can start doing a web designing, programming, such type of offering over an internet. That means you don't need to install. If you want to do a .NET program, you have to install what? Microsoft Visual Studio. Is it a cloud? No, because you have to install. Tomorrow you forget your laptop, you go to your friend's house, you want to do some development, you cannot use your friend laptop because in your friend laptop, you doesn't have Microsoft Visual Studio installed. Hence, it is not a cloud. Whereas in Salesforce, right, no installation required. Wherever you are, whichever system you're using, whether you're using a laptop, whether you're using a phone, whether you're using a tablet, you just need to have an internet connection. Log into Force development environment and start developing the software. This is where you will spend most of your time. This is what I'll be teaching you live. Platform as service from Salesforce, a development platform for Salesforce. So whenever you offer any type of platform over an internet, we call them as platform as service. Next, write down infrastructure as service. 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 IaaS, where AA is small. It's in lower camel. I, uppercase, upper camel. S, uppercase, upper camel. IaaS. Write down. Offering of an infrastructure or a hardware. Offering of an infrastructure or a hardware over an internet. Over an internet is called infrastructure as service. Is called infrastructure as service. Full stop. Also called as hardware as service. 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 So what is infrastructure as service? It is one of the module of cloud. What does this module explains you? Whenever you're offering any type of hardware, like what? Like memory, storage, CPU, networking, virtualization, processing, you can write example. Example what? Storage, 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 memory, CPU, processing, network equipments, security equipments, right? Like storage, memory, CPU, processing, network equipments, right? Network equipments, security equipments, server space, all this comes under infrastructure as service. Infrastructure as service, right? Example, Google Drive. Example, Google Drive. What is a Google Drive? It's infrastructure as service. What's it providing you? It's providing you a storage, 15 GB storage. Example, IBM Smart Cloud. Example, right? IBM Smart Cloud, EMC Cloud. I'm giving you more examples. They offer you storage, right? Right? They offer you storage. Rupam, question comes, okay, how can you offer a memory over an internet, RAM? How can you offer a CPU over an internet, right? Processor? Can I? Yes, why not? Right? Suppose, example, I'll go with the memory first. You have got a game CD, some game, right? To install that game, you require 6 GB of RAM, minimum requirement. You require, right, 100 GB of space and 6 GB of RAM. In your laptop, you have 2 GB RAM. You have the hard drive. Your hard drive is 1 TB, so no problem. The only thing that you don't have at this moment is RAM. What will you do? What you can do? You have to go to the market, buy a RAM, a 4 GB slot, open the laptop, insert, your memory became 6 GB. Now go ahead and install the game. You start playing it. You didn't like it. Oh man, I purchased with 2000 rupees, I purchased a 4 GB RAM, totally waste. See, just because of the game, you purchased a 4 GB RAM slot, a hardware from the market, right? If you would have known that game is waste, you would have not even invested the 2000 rupees. You would have been fine with 2 GB RAM. But now, because, right, because of the, you didn't realize, you went ahead, your investment is gone waste. Why can't I take a RAM for 1 day, 2 day rent? Anybody will give you in the market? No. Can I take it over a cloud? Yes. Yes. You can buy RAM over a cloud. Rupam, how can you get a RAM over a cloud? Right? You go to Amazon E2C platform, Elastic Services. There you can buy 16 GB of RAM, just 64 rupees a month. 64 rupees a month. 64 rupees. What is 16 GB for 64 rupees? Wow. You go, open your account, you go ahead and pay, you select 16 GB RAM, you click next, payment gateway, you pay with your credit card or debit card. Once your order is through, it'll ask you to download a small piece of software and right, and small piece of ActiveX control it'll ask you to download. You download it, it get installed, it'll ask your system to reboot. You reboot your system, physically you have only 2 GB guys, right? On a cloud, you just brought 16 GB. You reboot your system. As soon as your system is connected to internet, immediately, if you right click on your computer, you'll be able to see 18 GB of RAM, 2 GB physically on your laptop or your computer, 16 GB virtually on the cloud server. That means whenever you are installing the game or you're playing the game, right? Whenever the RAM is full, 2 GB is full, the remaining data, it will start writing in the cloud. Condition is that you should have a high speed internet. You should have a 40 Mbps connection minimum, so that system goes ahead and write the data in the cloud, right? See how I can offer a memory over an internet. This is called as infrastructure as service. After playing 1 month, you didn't like the game, go ahead, discontinue your subscription. What? Memory subscription, 64 rupees is gone. You're back to 2 GB memory. Your laptop has a physical 2 GB memory, you're back to the 2 GB memory. You just lost 64 rupees compared to 2000 rupees. By taking what? By taking RAM over a cloud. Similarly, those who are doing engineering projects, right? R&D, research, space research. I'm very much interested in space rocket development, everything, right? Will this processor, I've written a program, Intel processors, right, or Intel Pentium processors or I processors are not that great. I want to try something called Xeon processor, if somebody has heard or not. In the servers, we do use a high-level processor called a Xeon, Xeon, Xeon processor, right? Whenever you want to buy a Xeon processor, it's too costly. If you go and buy a Xeon system in the market, it will cost you 3 lakhs minimum. Minimum, it will cost you 3 lakhs. I'm a project person, right? I'm a student. Can I invest 3 lakhs for my project? Nobody's funding me. Why can't I take a system rent over an internet through cloud? Through cloud. That means I will go to EMC. I will request 3,000 rupees per month, some change cost. That's okay. You'll pay 3,000 rupees. Immediately, they will give you a virtual login. As soon as you click on it, right, you log into emc.com, enter username and password, pay 3,000 rupees. Your product is activated. You click on the product. It opens up a desktop. One computer inside on your web browser and another computer will be opened. In that computer, you can now dump the program, run your program, right? Do the experiment, and now take the result, right? The system is for you for 1 month. You can access them virtually. You don't need physical box at your home. It's somewhere in the cloud, and you are accessing them through EMC cloud. Such type of offering a computer processing memory over an internet, we call them as infrastructure as service. Infrastructure. By this, right? What is happening? What is the advantage? Number one, cost saving. Number two, your electricity bills saving, because the server is not yet your home. Number three, space saving. You need not to have a AC. You need not to have one server room with, the server maintenance. Nothing. You are just paying and using it. Just log in, EMC, with your password, and the way you see your start menu, you'll be able to see start menu there. You do the programming, run the program, it runs on the cloud. Such type of offering and infrastructure over an internet, we call them as infrastructure as service, also called as hardware as service. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions? Right. In cloud, if there is somebody has asked a question here, Vishwajit, right? Right. In cloud, if there is a virus, right, who will handle it? Service provider. All security, everything is not your headache. It's a service provider headache. It's a EMC headache. If it's Salesforce headache. That is the reason I'm saying as service, software as service, right? You are buying a software, but not as a product. You are buying as a service. If you buy as a product, then everything is your headache, right? You buy a Microsoft Office, or let's say that you buy, a software. What? An antivirus software. Let's say that you buy a Norton antivirus software. You install it. It's giving error. You call Norton. They will say, "Sorry, sir, it's a Windows problem. Call Windows." You call Microsoft. Microsoft says, "Hey, our operating system is working fine. It is your Norton antivirus problem. Go ahead and contact them." If I say, "Hey, my system crash, backup," nobody will help you. Neither Microsoft, neither Norton, because you have purchased as a product. That is the reason in cloud we say as service, as service, as service, software as service. That means you will just use it. All maintenance, backup, 24/7 availability, right? Everything, upgrades, completely the vendor headache. I will just come and use and I'll go away. Platform as service, hosting the platform, everything, database, everything is their headache. Whose headache? Force.com, Salesforce headache. Whenever you're taking any infrastructure, whose headache? EMC's headache, HP's headache. HP, they are providing you the data center, maintenance of the data center, upgrades, availability, power, AC, everything is their headache. That is the reason we call them as service. You are not buying anything on the cloud as a product. You are buying everything as a service. Understood now, Vishwajit? Is it clear? Any other questions? Cloud has, yes.
Yeah, can you give me an example of network equipment? How can that be provided as a service?
Yeah, right. Cisco provides a lot of networking routers, switches, right? Networking routers, switches, right? All these networks, routers, and switches will be in the Cisco. It will be in the Cisco environment, somewhere in Malaysia. I will not have the physical device at my location in my office. All my office traffic will be routed to the Cisco server in Malaysia through an input screen, through an application screen. They will give you the complete application screen, and then On that router, you can start controlling. Nobody can open Facebook. For my office, nobody should be able to open Facebook. In the router or in the router, I'll put a firewall and I'll block it. Where is the router? Router is actually a physical device. But even though the physical device, but it's controlled through an application. So all these networking devices can be somewhere in some other location hosted by someone else, and it'll be used by you, by your company. That router is 24/7 available, right? No network down, no power problem. In your office, there's a power fluctuation, network goes down, right? Wherever you are placing your servers, networking switches, right? You require an AC and everything. Now you see, I'm taking security system, a router, right? A gateway, a firewall device, which is not at my location. It is at Cisco's location. I can start taking it, right? For example, IP calls. In my office, I have all IP phones, Avaya IP phone. Let's take very famous. Those who know, well and fine. Those who don't know, these are telephones. They don't work on a normal telephone cable, RJ11. No, they work on networking cable. On the telephone, you can connect your network cable. IP phone, we call them as. Where this all IP phone will be connected to? To a big gateway. Where is that gateway? It can be with Cisco. You have taken, rather than buying a complete gateway and router and installing in your location, is very costly affair. No, I don't want to invest, 2.5 crores or 10 crores. I will just go by monthly 10,000 for 100 phones Cisco is offering. Yes, I can afford this. A small company can also afford infrastructures over cloud. Using cloud services, all the big companies, especially the small companies, are very much benefited because they need not to have all those devices in their office. Complete device maintenance is vendor headache. They're just paying the subscription and using the services. Hence, we call them as service. Clear? Any other questions? Anybody have any questions? Guys, as I told you, for the 2 days, today is the last day for your boring session. Tomorrow onwards, we will be on full-fledged practical. I told you yesterday only, right? 2 or 3 days, we would be on theoretical part. Once the theory is done, right, we will focus because these are the basics. I can't avoid it, right? So cloud has 3 modules: software as service, platform as service, infrastructure as service. Simple. Whenever you offer a software over an internet, we call them as software as service. Whenever you offer any type of platform over an internet, we call them as platform as service. Whenever you offer any hardware over an internet, we call them as infrastructure as service. On the infrastructure, platform lies. On the platform, softwares are created. You can see the diagram here. So for PaaS, for PaaS, platform as service, infrastructure as service is required. If there is a platform, then only you can create a cloud software. Salesforce has all the 3. It has infrastructure as service, but as a developer, we access only what? You see, application developer. We access platform as service. Whatever the software that we are building will be used by whom? By the end user. Finally, they will be using it. You are building a software for Apollo Hospital. Who will be using the software? Apollo employees, nurse, receptionist, doctor. They will be accessing software as service. Development will be done by you. Where? On platform as service. On the platform as service. Where this platform as service is hosted? It is hosted on cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure. So this is how your cloud module works. Cloud module works. Clear? Anybody has any questions before I move to the next topic? Any questions, guys? Before I move to the next topic? That's good. Guys, remember that you're not here for what I'm teaching. You're here for what you're learning. If you're not able to understand, please call it out. Don't keep quiet. Right? Now, let's go to the next topic. Write down cloud deployment models. Cloud deployment models. Cloud deployment models. Cloud deployment models. How the clouds are deployed? There are 4 deployment models. Number 1, private cloud. Number 2, community cloud. Number 3, public cloud. Number 4, hybrid cloud. There are 4 types of deployment mode or modules. Models. There are 4 types of deployment models available. Deployment mode or model, whatever you call. 4 types of deployment mode or models. What are those? Number 1, private cloud. Number 2, community cloud. Number 3, public cloud. Number 4, hybrid cloud. There are 4, right? Now, let's put a side heading called as private cloud. Let's understand what is a private cloud. Write down private cloud. There'll be a lot of, today and only today you'll have writing works. Tomorrow onwards, less writing work, more on practical, right? So write down private cloud, right? Cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure deployed for a single organization. Cloud infrastructure deployed for a single organization, right? Single organization for their internal usage is called public cloud. For their internal usage is called public cloud. For their internal usage is called public cloud. What is a public cloud? Whenever a cloud is deployed for one company use, for that company use only, we call such type of cloud as private cloud. A private cloud can be software meant only for one company. It could be platform, right? Cloud platform only for one company. It could be infrastructure only for that company and employee. Such type of clouds are called as private cloud. In other words, you have seen there are 3 modules. 3 modules, 4 models. Cloud has 3 modules. What are those 3 modules? Software as service, platform as service, infrastructure as service. What are the modes? Private cloud, community cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. In private, right? What is a private cloud? A cloud. Whenever I say cloud, cloud has 3 modules. Private cloud is a cloud where the cloud is meant only for one company, single company for their own usage. We call them as public cloud. Sorry, private cloud. We call them as private cloud. For example, my company. My internal HR application is on cloud. My yearly performance review, my yearly targets, right? My year planning, my career planning, everything we do in an internal HR software. This software is on cloud. Who can access? Only my company employees. What type of cloud it is? It is a software service. It's an HR software. Is it for public? No. Is it for others? No. It is only meant for our company. Such type of clouds are called as private cloud. Cloud where, right, it is only meant for a single organization for their own internal use. We call them as private cloud. A private cloud can be software cloud, it can be platform cloud, it can be infrastructure cloud. Example, right? Example, software cloud. ICICI Bank software. It is available to anyone? No, it is only for ICICI Bank. Even though ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank are in the same business, right? Both have a same software requirement. Whatever the requirement is there in ICICI Bank, the same thing the requirement will be for even for HDFC Bank, for all the bank in fact. But is it that all the banks are using a same software? No. ICICI Bank has their own cloud, right? Hosted in Mumbai. From there, all the branches of ICICI Bank are connected. The software, the banking software is accessible only to internal ICICI Bank employees. They have their own security, they have their own storage, they have their own infrastructure. They have a complete control over that cloud. Such type of clouds are called private cloud. Cloud meant for a single company for their own usage is called private cloud, right? Now, private cloud. Private cloud can be deployed in two modes: on-site private cloud, outsourced private cloud. Now, ICICI Bank, is it IT company? No. Does it know how to handle the networking infrastructure? No. What will it do? Right? It will give the control to an IT company, Infosys, TCS. TCS will be hosting the cloud for ICICI Bank, where either in the ICICI Bank environment or it will be in the TCS environment. But that particular server is completely dedicated to ICICI Bank. Such type of hosting an application with an outsourced partner, hosting a cloud with an outsourced partner is called outsourced private cloud. If a company doesn't have a capability of hosting a cloud, it outsources the cloud to vendor. However, who will have the complete control? ICICI Bank. Even though the cloud is not in their premises, it is an Infosys or TCS premises. But yes, still it will be complete their control. Even though it's hosted in TCS, we will pay you the rent, hosting charge. We'll give you the maintenance charge, but the complete 100% control is with ICICI Bank. Such type of clouds are called as outsourced private cloud.
Rupam,
Suppose the cloud, yes.
one question, sorry. So the whole idea about cloud is we don't have to host, right? I mean,
It's not that. It's not that. The whole idea of cloud is one of the point is to not to host. Another point is that device and location independence,
yeah.
right? So
So,
there,
hmm.
there is a cloud called HR cloud. I doubt whether my data would be breached. My company is hosting the cloud within their premises. We call them as on-site private cloud. What type of cloud my company is hosting? HR application. For whom? For all the employees of the company, right? Where? What is the advantage then, Rupam? They can access that HR application for mobile phone, from PC, laptop, within office, outside office, right? The main aim of cloud is device and location accessibility. If you remember the cloud definition, what is the definition? Right? Availability of a computing resource over an internet, irrespective of device and location. My primary point is device and location. Any device, I should be able to log in. Any location, I should be able to log in. That's the primary concern. It's not whether it's hosted within the company or no, it is hosted by a vendor. Big companies have, for example, Coca-Cola, billions and billions transaction. Why the Coca-Cola will host, right, Why the Coca-Cola will host their application, distributor application on HCL system in the HCL office, right? Can't they create a big building? Can't they hire 50 IT resources in Coca-Cola and maintain the cloud by themselves? Yes, they are capable enough to do that. They have enough money to do this. All the global 500 companies, you take any big companies in the world, right? They have enough money to do that, right? Even though they are not in IT. Coca-Cola is not IT business, but right, they can have a on-site private cloud which is within the premises of Coca-Cola company, maintained by Coca-Cola, handled by Coca-Cola, everything. And the usage is also by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola employees are using it. Let's say their distributors are using it. Such type of cloud, whether it's a software, whether it's a hardware, whether it's infrastructure, we call them as private, on-site private cloud. Whenever the cloud is hosted within that company who is using it, whoever is using, and the cloud is also in their environment, we call them as on-site private cloud, right? Whenever the company doesn't have a capability, no, Coca-Cola says no, let's not take this headache. Separate building, I have to hire IT person, maintenance, separate. No, we are not IT giants. I will hire a sales manager rather than hiring an IT manager. Let's outsource the IT to HCL. We are willing to pay Salesforce to host our cloud. Salesforce promised that it will be a private cloud, no breach. They have given us a commitment. We trusted. We used it for a month and we trusted that yes, it's correct. Such type of clouds are called outsource private cloud. Cloud which is not hosted within the premises of the company who is using it, but it hosted on a vendor's location or a vendor's infrastructure. We call them as outsource private cloud. Clear? This cloud is also called as internal cloud or on-premises cloud. Mostly these are called as internal cloud because these clouds are used only for the internal employees. No external people will interact with this cloud. It could be software, it could be hardware, it could be anything, infrastructure, only internal employees. Also called as on-premises cloud. Mostly this will be, I'll not say mostly, nowadays we have both the scenarios. If a company is capable, they will use, right? For example, let's take example of one more private cloud. Bahubali movie. Everybody's heard about it. How much is the movie costed? 300 crores. Most of the movie work is a animation, VFX, animation. Where this animation was done, it took 1 year for them to animate those movies, frame by frame, colors and everything, right? From the waterfall, everything they have to animate. Where? In Prasad Lab. Where is the Prasad Lab? It's in Jubilee Hills. Jubilee Hills Prasad Lab. All the movie work is done. Suppose there was a fire broke out in Prasad Lab. Everything is burned to ashes. What happened now? Your 300 crore worth movie has gone for dogs and cat. Do you think Prasad will take that risk? No. Prasad will say, we want a cloud. All the movies, all the work done should be stored in a cloud. Where? Does the Prasad have the capability of hosting a cloud? No. Rajmouli, the director, decides. The producer and director decides. We are not IT giants. We don't know. But I know that tomorrow, if there's an earthquake and the lab collapse, my whole movie is gone. Right? I can't take a risk. He will take a private cloud where he will contact HP, EMC, Microsoft. Right? Hey, Microsoft, I want a secure location and place. What do you want to store? I want to store some AVI or movie data, HD, huge data. How much space you require? I require 50 TB. Then they said, okay, we'll be charging you 5 lakh a month, 10 lakh a month. For how many years? What is the we require for 1 lakh? Right? He will give 1 crore to Microsoft. 300 crores movie. Can't he spend 1 crore for saving the movie? All the work. Who is hosting the cloud now? It's a storage cloud. Microsoft is hosting for whom? Only for Prasad. Only for Prasad employees, Prasad Lab employees. All the work that they are doing, they're storing in their local machine, as well as there is automatic software which is syncing their storage to the cloud. Tomorrow building collapses, no problem. My movie is stored in a cloud. It is vendor Microsoft who takes the responsibility. Whatever happen, let this earth collapse. The whole earth vanishes. I promise you that your data will be secure. We are copying your data in the space, right? Could be multiple geolocation, your data will be copied. Malaysia, one copy. Immediately internal from Malaysia, one more copy is going to Singapore. From there, one more copy is storing in US. Three copies. Who is doing it? Microsoft is doing it because he promised Prasad that 24/7, whenever he wants his data, he should be able to give, because they are financing the cloud. Such type of clouds are called as outsourced private cloud, where Prasad Lab has outsourced the cloud to third-party vendor. Right? Now, what are the properties? Write down. Properties or characteristics of a private cloud. Number one, heterogeneous infrastructure. Heterogeneous infrastructure. You have to use these words exactly in the interview, guys. Tell me, how do you know it's a private cloud? Whenever you have a heterogeneous infrastructure, it's a private cloud. What is an heterogeneous? Separate, different. Right? For Prasad says, no, I don't want my server to be shared with some other company. I want a separate server for my Prasad. We call them as heterogeneous infrastructure. Customized and tailored policy. Who will log in? I will decide. Which device should log in? I will decide. Anybody, any Prasad employee logging from Windows 7 cannot log in. Minimum requirement is Windows 10. Custom policy. So that custom policy. In that machine, you should have a Norton antivirus. Prasad trust only Norton, not McAfee. The requirement, whichever device, I'm not saying that you have to log in only from office, at your home also, but your home laptop should have Windows 10, should have a Norton antivirus. Then only you will be able to connect to the Prasad lab. See, customized and tailored policy. Their own policies, right? Why only McAfee? Why not? Why only Norton? Why not McAfee? That is also very popular antivirus. Who are you to tell me? My cloud, my server, I am paying the money, my decision. Yes, I love Norton. Customized and tailored policies. Dedicated resources. Separate server, separate router, everything dedicated. Mostly in-house infrastructure. Mostly in-house, within the office premises, mostly. End-to-end control. Right? Prasad Lab will have end-to-end control on that cloud. Even though it's hosted in Microsoft data center, but Prasad has end-to-end control. Such type of cloud is called private cloud. Whenever a cloud, whether it's a software, whether it's a hardware, whether it's a storage or infrastructure, hosted for one particular company use, we call them as private cloud. Private cloud can be deployed in two modes, on-site, off-site. On-site is called on-site private cloud, off-site is called outsourced private cloud. Clear? Anybody has any questions? Everybody clear? Any questions? Right? Guys able to understand? Yes?
Yes.
Right? Others? Interesting or boring?
Interesting.
Yes, sir. Interesting.
So even if it's boring, just
Interesting.
continue. Even if you feel that, it's all boring. So, but in interview perspective, these questions do come. If you just type in Google Salesforce interview question, you will have, what is a private cloud? What is the properties of a private cloud? These are the properties or characteristics of a private cloud, right? What type of cloud have you implemented with Salesforce? Was it a private cloud, right? So is it a Salesforce a private cloud? No. Is it a what type of cloud Salesforce offers? Software and platform. Okay. Does it offer? Is it a private cloud? How the deployment is done? Privately? No. It's a community. Now let's understand the next one called as next type or next mode. Yes.
Rupam, I have a question here.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
See, all the banking industries, okay, that you must be knowing, they are very reluctant to share the data and put the data on the cloud, right?
Correct.
Because their client is very important, and then every infrastructure in terms of money-wise transactions happening. So Salesforce is good for them as of now, because I know the people are now
Yes.
slowly moving in because they are hiring private cloud, right? So they will
You are
be
there in my demo class. Were you on the demo class?
no, I'm actually today I just joined first
Okay.
actually.
So
So
that's the
my
reason.
okay, so
Okay.
my
Okay. I
first
got it. I
question.
got it. I got it. Got it.
Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Okay. My question too is that the private cloud, who will be paying the money for that? Salesforce will be paying the money, or maybe the client has to pay the money. See, there's a bank called HDFC Bank, and they decided to implement Salesforce. Okay. Currently, they have on-premises everything. Okay. Now they wanted to go on cloud. So you said that they will have a private cloud, and okay, by mean that, then who will pay the money? Should HDFC pay the
Obviously,
money to maintain that cloud?
obviously, right? Obviously, HDFC has to
Yes.
pay. Why
Okay.
Salesforce will
So
pay? Salesforce is the
then
vendor.
in that case, okay, but in that case, my existing infrastructure is already maintained by myself. Okay, then why should I pay to maintain a cloud which is provided by Salesforce? I can maintain my legacy application, everything infrastructure in my machine itself, right? Where I
Then
can
why are
have
you
it.
moving to cloud? Then you are contradicting your own statement. If you
So
would
then
like to
what?
use your legacy, then don't move
Uh,
to cloud. If you want to move to cloud, you have two
okay,
choices. Whether you want to
no,
maintain the wait.
okay,
If
okay,
you want
okay,
to move to cloud, you have two choices. Are you a cloud expert? If yes, host your own cloud within your environment. Host your own
okay,
cloud. No, I'm not a
okay,
cloud expert. Then, right, I have to take support of someone. Let's take Salesforce. Salesforce doesn't offer on-site private cloud. It doesn't offer. No. If you are coming to Salesforce, it has to be, right, outsource private cloud. That means HDFC Bank, it's dedicated, private, but all the resources will be hosted by Salesforce. And Salesforce is going to maintain everything, right? The
okay.
bank, right? The bank has to trust. That is the reason you should have gone to my right, here. Big banks, big banks, right, are
Hmm.
with Salesforce today. Are with
Okay,
Salesforce. Franklin Templeton, Salesforce. Your American Express, Salesforce. Just a couple of them I'm showing you, right?
okay,
American Express, Salesforce, right? Western Union Money Transfer, Salesforce. You see that? Barclays, it's on Salesforce.
okay,
Barclays is
okay.
not a small bank, right?
R-
American
Right,
Express
right.
on Salesforce. See, Western Union Money Transfer on Salesforce. There are more. These are all, they are banking industry. They
Okay,
have now hosted their cloud, their banking cloud. See, American Express redefining for 21st century with Salesforce. They are coming out from that feeling that if the server is within my premises, then only it's safe and secure. If the server is at Salesforce, it's not safe and secure. It's not safe and secure. Come out of that mentality. 21st generation, IT has grown, expanded, right? You are
okay,
not American Express is not an IT company. It's a banking company. Focus on banking. Leave the IT to the expert, right? Leave the IT to the
okay,
expert. And that's how the future of cloud is growing now, right? See,
okay,
these are big,
okay.
these are not small financial institution, guys. These are big financial institution. They are trusting Salesforce, so you cannot, right, question Salesforce integrity today, right?
Okay. Yes,
Good.
got it. Thank you.
Right, welcome. Any other questions? Now, next cloud. Write down the next heading. Community cloud. Community cloud. Community cloud. What is a community cloud? Write down. Cloud infrastructure or solution. Cloud infrastructure or solution shared by several organizations. Cloud infrastructure or solution shared by several organizations for a common purposes or need. For a common purposes or need is called community cloud. Is called community cloud. Is called community cloud. Is called community cloud. Example, government departments, universities, banks, etc. We took a bank example, so let's continue a banking example. You have an account in ICICI Bank. You want to transfer money to your brother who has account in HDFC Bank. You have an option called IMPS as well as NEFT. In India, those who know, how can you transfer an amount from an ICICI Bank to HDFC Bank? Both are using a different software, right? ICICI Bank have its own private cloud. HDFC Bank have their own cloud. Is the cloud is talking to each other? If yes, how many banks are there in India? Right? Keep on counting. More than 30-40 banks are there. That means all the 30-40 should talk to each other. ICICI should talk to HDFC. It should talk to Axis. It should talk to Andhra Bank. It should talk to Oriental Bank of Commerce. It should talk to SBI. It should talk to, right? See, is it all the banks has same requirement? Yes. Similarly, Andhra also has to talk to ICICI, right? HDFC, Axis, right? Mahesh Bank, right? Inadu Cooperative Bank. So many banks are there. Cooperative banks are also there, right? Similarly, Inadu Cooperative Bank also has to talk to others. Everybody has the same requirement, right? It's not a matter of ICICI Bank requirement now. It's a matter of whole banking industry requirement. Then a new cloud comes called as community cloud. This cloud is hosted by RBI. Reserve Bank of India is hosting the cloud called community cloud. In this community cloud, all the banks in India are connected. Whenever you're transferring money from ICICI Bank, the money is not going directly to the HDFC. You're transferring money from ICICI to HDFC. How does it goes? ICICI Bank will forward the money request to a community cloud hosted by RBI. RBI will in turn pass the money request to HDFC Bank, and the amount get credited in your account. It get debited from your other account. Whenever you have a common requirement, we call them as community cloud. It's a private cloud, but private cloud and private cloud, number of private clouds coming together to form a sharing of data for their common purposes. We call them as community cloud. Community cloud. Universities, another example, right? Those who have written MSET, those who have written PG set, 1 year MSET will be hosted by Usman University. Next year, MSET will be hosted by Kakatiya University. Next year, do you know this? It's not that one university hosts the entrance exam every year. No. One university under the Hyderabad local area, right? Under the Telangana local area. How many universities are there? 7 universities are there. All the university perform same business? Yes. Everybody is offering BSc, BCom, graduation course? Yes. More or less syllabus is same. There also 3 years degree, here also 3 years degree. Everything, their nature of business is same, right? If somebody from Usman University passed out, want to join in Kakatiya University, how do you verify the certificates? Today, there is no such option, manual. You have to send a request to Kakatiya University. Is this the certificate genuine? Kakatiya will respond, yes, it's genuine, right? That is the reason in the new education policy, which was introduced by the BJP government just a month back, not even a month back, 2 weeks back, new education policy coming up. UGC will host a community cloud. University Grant Commission of India will host a community cloud. All the universities' clouds will be connected to the UGC community cloud. So that right? Each university has their own control over their own cloud. The master cloud is the community cloud. Everybody's cloud will be connected to the community cloud. Such type of deployment where collection of private cloud coming together to form a community is called community cloud. Private clouds, it's a one step more than private cloud. Properties, same. Properties, same. Different requirements, customized tailored policies, dedicated resources, end-to-end control. Usmania will have its own end-to-end control on their cloud. Kakati University will have own control on their own cloud, right? All these clouds will be connected to a master cloud called as community cloud, right? In single word, connecting one or more private cloud is called community cloud. Connecting one or more private cloud together is called community cloud. Again, there are two ways of deploying. Again, on-site, outsource. Kakatiya University doesn't have infrastructure. They have outsourced their cloud, their university cloud, all the education, all the marks, all the certificate issuance is been tracked in that cloud, software cloud. They have a Kakatiya University software, and where the software is hosted in IBM. IBM Bangalore is hosting Kakatiya University cloud, whereas Usmania has its own infrastructure. They are hosting within their own premises. We call them as on-site community cloud. One cloud hosted in with Usmanian premises, another cloud hosted in IBM Bangalore premises. Both these clouds are talking to each other. Such type of clouds are called as community cloud. Community cloud are only when common requirement exists. Common requirement. Community cloud. We are working in a community. Salesforce is a community cloud. That means, right, one private cloud can talk to another private cloud in Salesforce if you want, then only. For your requirement, yes, one bank account, I should be able to transfer money to another bank account. There is a requirement. Community cloud. We call them as community cloud. In single word, right, one or more private cloud coming together for a common sharing or a common requirement is called community cloud. Example, banks. Banks are community cloud. The community cloud is hosted by RBI. Universities, community cloud hosted by UGC. Police departments has a community cloud hosted by one centralized police home ministry. Home ministry hosts a cloud that connects all the different police department of across the states, right? So that the criminal information can be shared. Bihar police versus Mumbai police, right? They want to share information. How they can share today? Through email, through letter, right? Digitally, through a community cloud. Secure information because it's private through a community cloud, right? So what is a community cloud? Private cloud, one or more private cloud with a common requirement, right? With a common requirement coming together is called community cloud, right? This is also a private cloud. So private cloud and community cloud both are same. In private cloud, only one. In community cloud, more than one private cloud sharing resources. Next, public cloud. Write down. Public cloud. Next, write down public cloud. Public cloud. Public cloud. What is a public cloud? Let's understand. What is a public cloud? Let's understand. Write down. Cloud resources available for general public usage. Cloud resources available for general public usage is called public cloud. Is called public cloud. Also called as external cloud. Also called as multi-tenant cloud. Cloud resources available for general public usage. Software for everyone, general public. Hard Google Drive for general public. Google Drive is a public cloud. Storage, it's a infrastructure as service, public mode deployed. Google Drive is offering a storage cloud, right? Gmail offering an email software. It's a software as service, public mode. It's a public cloud. Gmail, Google Drive are public cloud. Gmail is a software, right? Whereas Google Drive is a storage solution. Both are available in public. We call them as external cloud. That's good, right? Now let's see the properties. What are the properties of a private cloud? Characteristics. Number one, homogeneous requirement. What is a homogeneous? Single requirement. You use Gmail only for one thing, sending email, receiving email. Common policies. Whether Narendra Modi uses Gmail and you are using Gmail, do you think Narendra Modi will have a special privilege in Gmail? No. You and Narendra Modi are both equal, even though Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India, right? But in Gmail, Narendra Modi will not have any special permission, any special policies, any special privilege. No. Narendra Modi joining Twitter, you joining Twitter. Do you feel that Narendra Modi, Donald Trump will have a special Twitter account with a special policies? No. Whatever the policies applied for Donald Trump and Mr. Modi will be applied for you and me. Common policies, no categorization. It's a public cloud. In public cloud, no separate security for anyone. Everybody will have a common policy. Shared resources. Resources will be shared. Homogeneous requirement. Single requirement. Twitter, you come for posting a message and commenting on others. That's the requirement. I want to host a meeting in Twitter. Can you do that? No. Maybe there's a group call, I don't know. But no. No custom requirements. Common requirement. Everybody has the same requirement, right? Gmail, everybody has the same requirement, sending an email. You don't like? Go for a private cloud. Narendra Modi has a security problem. Don't open a Gmail account. Tell Narendra Modi to go ahead and finance a private cloud. Government will finance and they will securely communicate in their own cloud. So whenever a cloud is available for general public usage, we call them as public cloud. Public cloud will have common security policies, right? Shared resources, homogeneous infrastructure, right? Leased or rented operational infrastructure, economies of scale, that is nothing but ads will be there because you're not paying anything. Then how the Google is able to get the money to host a Google server, to host a 15 GB drive space, right? There should be server. Why the Google should host a server? Who is paying the money to Google? Ads, advertisements, your data. They are selling your data to third-party people. From there, they're getting the money and giving you the service. We call them as economies of scales. Economy of scale. Here, your privacy is on stake. Even though they say that we are following the privacy policies and everything, right? Public cloud. Public cloud. What is a public cloud? Whenever a software or a hardware or a platform hosted for general public usage, we call them as public cloud. Clear? The last one is a future hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud, right? Hybrid cloud. What is a hybrid cloud? One or more cloud. Composition of one or more cloud is called hybrid. Private will be talking to community, community will be talking to public. all the clouds, 3 clouds talking to each other, we call them as hybrid cloud. What is a hybrid cloud? Write down the definition. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud, right? Composition of 2 or more cloud. Composition of 2 or more cloud is called hybrid cloud. Composition of 2 or more cloud is called hybrid cloud, also called as intercloud. Also called as intercloud. Example, Google is connected to Salesforce. Salesforce is connected to Microsoft. Microsoft is connected to Amazon. Amazon is connected to Yahoo. Yahoo is connected to Oracle. Oracle is connected to IBM. IBM is hosting a cloud, right? They are not interconnected to each other, right? I should be able to drag and drop something from a Google Drive to my Salesforce. Possible? Not possible. I have a mail in Gmail, right? I have a mail in Yahoo Mail. Can I drag and drop a mail from Yahoo Mail in a Gmail folder or a Gmail mail in a Yahoo folder? No, because they are not talking to each other, right? Whenever more than 2 or more clouds talk to each other or compose, we call them as hybrid cloud. It's a future. Currently not available. However, Microsoft Azure and VMware vCloud is capable of hybrid cloud. Through this cloud application, you can connect multiple clouds together. You can connect multiple clouds together. So what is a hybrid cloud? Connecting or composition of 1 or more cloud together is called hybrid cloud. Is called hybrid cloud. Is called hybrid cloud.
Mr. Rupam, is like is community cloud is also kind of a hybrid cloud? I mean, because it's connecting.
Community cloud is connecting only private. It's not connecting public.
Oh yes, right. Okay.
So
Yeah.
whenever I have a public and private connecting
Okay.
together,
Okay.
then I will say it's a hybrid cloud. Right? Any other questions? What type of cloud Salesforce is? Salesforce is a community cloud. Salesforce is a community cloud. What type of cloud it is? It's a community cloud. What does the Salesforce offers? In the community cloud, Salesforce offers software and platform. Inside the community cloud, Salesforce is offering software as service and platform as service. What platform as service? Force.com, a development platform where you will be developing the software, and that's what we'll be learning. Who can use? I will build a software for university. Who can use? All the universities can use. Community. So you are building on Force.com. You are deploying that software on Salesforce.com. Through Salesforce, they will access who? Universities. You will not log into Salesforce.com. That's software service, end user work. You will be logging to Force.com. Developer. You are a developer. You have to have a platform as service platform. Where is the platform account? Let's see. Your practical starts from today itself, right? Public cloud, hybrid cloud, and everybody understood what is a cloud, how the cloud is working? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes. Just one clarification,
Yes.
Mr. Rupam.
Ramesh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, the on-site cloud is that, I mean, a company or any company has its own infrastructure on site, and whenever the outsource mm, cloud comes in picture, basically there is a vendor coming, software as a
Correct.
service or platform
Hardware
as a
as a
service.
service
Yeah,
or a
right,
platform as a service. So
right. Yeah.
whenever it's outsourced, vendor comes into picture,
Vendor comes into picture, right?
right?
Okay,
Otherwise, it's an on-premises cloud.
okay. And yeah,
Most
the device and
mostly now,
location. free, right?
Right. Mostly now it's the future is trending towards outsourced cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a bank. Why should I focus on IT? I will outsource to someone else.
Okay.
Right. I'm
Right.
a hotel management. I'm operating all Taj group of business hotels.
Hmm.
Right. Why should I hire an IT manager? Right. If something goes wrong, all my hotel reservation system will go down. I don't take a risk. I'm not an IT expert. So let's host this in a cloud so that any laptop, any device, my hotel, all the hotels around the globe of Taj group of hotels can start using the reservation system.
Okay. Got
Right?
it.
So that's how it works. Cool? Good.
Yes.
Now, let's see what is the homework for today. Right? Today, let's open a developer account. Developer account. Do not go to Salesforce. Do not. No. Waddu. Nahi. Don't open and fill this form. It's a 30 days trial account. Don't open this. Don't open this. If I go to the salesforce.com, you have set my trial. Don't get 30 days trial. Sales Cloud Professional Edition. Don't sign up because we are not the end user. We are the developer. Out of box, Salesforce comes with Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, in other words, Community Cloud. End user will open this. You don't. You're not the end user, guys. Don't go to salesforce.com. I told you. No. Rupam, then where we have to go? Don't open. If you open a 30 days trial account, your class, your screen and my screen will not match. Go to Google, type developer force. Type a keyword called developer force. I am going to developer.salesforce.com. We are developers, guys. We are admin guys, right? So developer.salesforce.com. Click on that sign up button. Green right side top. Green right side top. I'm zooming it to the max. I'm talking about this button. Green sign up. Right? I say sign up. I click on sign up. See what it says. Get your own developer edition. Full featured lightning platform. See the word platform for free. We will be using platform as service. PaaS. What platform? Development platform. Full feature lightning development platform for free. Full feature. See, fastest way to create an enterprise cloud app. You can create any type of application, any type of projects using this lightning platform. See, explore lightning platform. It's a platform. It's something like you're installing a Microsoft Visual Studio, a development software. Something like you're installing Turbo C. Something like you're installing C++ and yours, right? I fill the name Rupam, last name Chakravarti, email address Rupam sfdc80.com. Your job role developer, company name ABC Technologies Private Limited. Give any name. Country, I will select India. Country, India. Country, India. Country, India. Country, India. Rupam, why are you repeating this country, India, right? If you are in US, select your country US. But then why did you repeat it India so many times? So that you remember. We have selected India. Based on our country selection, server will change. Server will change. If you select India, I will be connected. My developer platform will be on, right? On Asia, right? Asia Pacific server infrastructure. If you select as United States, your platform will be hosted on NA, North America's platform infrastructure. If you give country as Germany, France, Italy, Switzerland, your developer account will be hosted on European Union Salesforce Cloud Infrastructure environment. Depending on the country, it will change. How do I know? Wait, I will show you. Country, India. Postal code 5000. Username.
Mr. Rupam,
Come here.
hello.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm staying in Malaysia. So, can I
Select
put
Malaysia.
India or Malaysia?
Your
Okay.
wish. Whatever you want. Whichever country is available. I
Okay,
just
okay.
want to
Thank you.
insist because based on the country, your server location will change. So I'm not telling you to put only India. You put anything. I'm insisting on the country field. Country, India. I'm not saying India, India, India. I'm saying country, India. I'm focusing on this country field.
Okay.
So, right? Because based on the country selected, your server location will change. Now, in real time, this is your email address, username. In real time, here it is your email address. But now, what I'm doing, rupam@of101.com. You can give a username, your name @your girlfriend name also.com. Rupam@madhura.com. I can give. Does any website called Madhura exist? Nothing. Anything called OF101 exist? Nothing. I click on sign up. Everybody has to do this exercise. Everybody has to do this exercise. Wait. See, you're almost there. Check your email. Log into your Gmail, whichever email you gave. Log into your email. You see, welcome to Salesforce. Thanks for signing up with Salesforce. Click on verify your account. I click on verify your account. Password CRM1234 hash. Confirm your password CRM1234 hash. I'm creating a password. Which city was your first job? Answer HYDRABAD, Hyderabad. Click on change password. Click on change password. First look of your force.com environment. First look of your platform as service. First look. Welcome to Salesforce Lightning platform. See that? Welcome to Lightning experience. Thank you. I'm closing it. By tomorrow, everybody should be in this screen. That's it. Everybody should be on the screen. Open a developer platform account. Understood the step? Everyone? Is it clear? Right? See that? We have already started Salesforce. Right? So this is how you will create your own environment. Right? A developer environment has been created. This is a development environment. Rupam, where will I develop? Wait. Right? Wait. Rupam, where is the project? You see this 9 icons here towards the left side top corner, something called as app launcher. Here below the Salesforce logo, this icon, blue and orange, blue and orange, blue and orange, called app launcher, right? Whenever I click on it, all the projects are hosted here. App launcher, app launcher. Click on view all. You are able to see your marketing cloud, service cloud, sales cloud, community cloud, right? Bold solution, something lightning app usage. See, you click on sales. Sales Cloud loads on the screen. Sales Cloud loads on the screen. On the top, you can see opportunities, right? On the top, you can see opportunities, right? Home, you can see what is my quarterly performance. So if you want to play around, right? I want you to open a developer force account. Everybody clear?
Yes.
Right? Any questions? If you have already created, you need not to do so. Those who have already created need not to do so. Those who have not, please create a new one. Right? Anything else? Tell me. Any questions, guys, on today's class? What we learned today, we have seen what is platform as service, what is infrastructure as service, the cloud module. Then we went to the deployment mode, right? There are 4 deployment modes available called as private cloud, community cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud. And then we went ahead and opened a developer force account today, right? There we go. That's it for today. We will meet tomorrow, same time. If I'm 5 or 10 minutes late, please stand by. Don't get panic. Class unda leda, class is there or not. Don't get panic. Be stable. Thank you, guys. Right? Those who want to join, they can still join. Tomorrow also, a new people who wants to join, they can still join. Right? Day after tomorrow onwards, no. Tomorrow is the last day for people who wants to join. If you have any of your friends wants to join, tomorrow is the last day for joining. Right? Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.